So here's what I'm going to do, right? What's the first image? Yeah, sure. It's as soon as Boxing Thoma is off the screen, you are safe to turn the volume back on.
Okay,
There's
hey,
our
that
little
works.
spoiler visual.
Yeah, just mute it. Just mute it until the boxing match is going.
Oh, this is gonna be so dumb. But yeah, so I checked out the episode. Well, alright, I should probably explain. I should probably go back, actually. I should probably explain how I got into this, because last week we had a big discussion how it's like, oh yeah, here's these dumb context moments. And that made me curious enough to look up things on my own. And because I was watching Ruby clips, YouTube just kept recommending them to me.
Uh,
Because,
yeah,
yeah.
so I don't even watch Ruby. I have no interest in doing so. This is my fault.
It kind of is. Because the process was like, oh yeah, this scene sounds hilarious, but man, those fights were really cool. I should look up those again. And I like rewatched a bunch of old fights, and I'm like, oh yeah, some of these are still really sick, but boy, some of them are kind of like wonkily animated. But you know what? Screw it. If nothing else, like, freaking Ruby has the best butt rock. And like the butt rock is ironically like better than anything else in the series.
I've heard a song or two. They're yeah, as far as butt rock goes, they're all right.
Hey Soul, I should quickly mention we're going to be talking about Ruby spoilers until Boxing Thoma is off the screen, so heads up on that.
That's something you care about.
If it's
Just
something
mute
you care about, yeah.
until boxing Toma is going.
But yeah, just sort of nice. Sakura Ruby butt rock. Yeah, fair enough.
No, you're right. I never said that Ruby was like better than Sonic. I wholeheartedly agree. Sonic butt rock is like peak.
Freaking yeah, like live and learn, just like what Sun Rings in Hand, freaking like just pretty
Everything
much
from
yeah, pretty much
Frontier.
everything. City Escape.
Nah, dude, everything from Frontier.
Dude.
Incredible.
I haven't even played Frontier and I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, sure, yes, absolutely.
Like sometimes it goes into like the screamo thing, which I'm not into, but it's still incredible.
Do you remember the time they just introduce an edgy, like, freaking, like, just out of nowhere Mary Sue as villain? And he says, like, the hardest theme music. Like, Infinite's entire theme is just like, I am the strongest, and I'm the best, and I'm the toughest, and you can't overcome me. It's like I'm the tallest of mountains, I'm the roughest of waves, I'm the darkest of nightmares.
And then Infinite's backstory is Shadow beat him up and called him a pansy.
Yeah. Shao just beat him, and he's like, yeah, get lost, loser, and Infinite's just like, no, I'll beat you in your dreams. But
Man,
yeah.
Sonic Force is stupid. Anyways, this is Ruby spoiler
Ruby spoilers.
So yeah, Ruby freaking kills herself. There you go.
Unironically.
I warned you. For anybody watching. If you didn't tune out, that's your fault.
I just want like, because I was like, oh yeah, I'll look up some fights, and I found the scene where Ruby quote unquote goes homophobic, which is like a dumb meme that was taken out of context. Where it's like, she just screams at everyone, and she just gets depressed and just snaps and just calls out everyone. And Blink's like, hey, come on. Ruby's like, oh, we're so happy for you together or something.
Yeah. And then like 4chan just like, I can make this funnier.
Oh man. I think the funnest part is that it's like, I just want to talk about that for a moment, because it's like, alright, first off, apparently that entire scene is just being used for Crunchyroll ads. Because they're like, oh, this is a really powerful moment, out of context. It's like, apparently it's like, just people are just seeing that, like, out of nowhere, and they're like, wait, what's this about? Like, I watched Fran Moist Critical react. Yeah, apparently the start of that scene that lead up to is that it's like, they all get trapped in not Wonderland, right?
Right.
They're a knockoff Wonderland, which, you know what, as far as settings go, yeah, I'm interested. That seems like a fun type of, like, you know. It's like, there's a whole weird, insane thing where there's a reincarnation mechanic at play in this world. Where it's like, every creature in this world exists for the purpose of doing one task, and they get, like, whisked off into the afterlife to reincarnate. So it's like, there's a group of paper people who have to do a thing, and John won't let them do it. And they're like, okay, fine, if you won't kill us, then we'll just kill ourselves. So they, like, keep trying to, like, break a dam to off themselves at the same time every day, and John has to keep, like, stopping them.
Okay, that's the context for that clip I saw. It's like, no, they broke the dam. I couldn't stop them from killing themselves or whatever. It's like, what in the world happened?
Yeah, it's just these little paper dudes. It's like, I posted a big spoiler thing because I was like started like going off on this because I don't know if you're tired or whatever, but it's like, I was like, wait, this world just follows Digimon rules. You come back as a Digitama and you just evolve back up. So it's like, John just keeps trying to stop them, and he just looks over, he's like, oh wait, oh god, what time is it? He's like, oh no, and it's like weirdly comedic. It's like, you know, he just starts freaking out, and everyone just starts like getting all angsty with each other, and he goes off on everyone, just runs off. It's like, okay, this is like weird and insane, and the context makes this way dumber. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? This is weird enough that I'm kind of interested in it. Like, I kind of want to know where this goes. Yeah, his show just drama so bad. Oh yeah, jeez, my eye. But yeah, so Rui just runs off, and it's like, okay, I need to see the episode where it happens. I need to see the episode where apparently Ruby, like, just does the thing. So I watched that, it's like, first thought, yeah, intro surprisingly, like it's Ruby, so it's not good, but it's, like, better than I thought it'd be, I'll say. It's doing stuff, you know, it's trying. There's like a bunch of emoji where it's like, oh yeah, like, because of course it's Ruby, so nothing is subtle at all. So it's like, oh yeah, everyone's just walking along, and you know, Ruby's just progressively getting more and more depressed as they walk. And there's like the shadow of like a girl in front of them, like running with the group, and you see like, it keeps showing like imagery of Ruby like falling, and then like she falls down, and you see this girl just sort of like get up off the ground. And it's like this ram like Blacklay who we've never seen before, who's apparently this world's Alice. Like, she's supposed to be Alice in Wonderland. Apparently her name's like Alex, but spelled like really weird with like a Y because Ruby. And it's always a bunch of emoji. It's very obviously like, oh yeah, Ruby is Alex. Ruby is this random like black woman. And it's like, then the episode happens, and it's like the whole thing is that it's like, alright, Ruby's really depressed, and she just, runs into Neo, who has illusion powers, but it's like for some reason the illusions are real now, I guess, because they're doing real damage and they're like smacking Ruby around and stuff. There's just this entire like I won't call it a fight scene, even though it's kind of not, because the entire scene is just a bunch of illusions of people who have like died in the show before, and they're just beating the shit out of Ruby. They're just like, yo, oh, you like let this happen. You're like, yo, it's all your fault. You like let us die and all this stuff. And the entire time, it's like, wait.
Hold on, just a moment.
Okay, right, yeah, because there's the oven.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh man, it's so dumb. Holy, like, I'm going to look horrible talking about this because it's hard to describe how weirdly funny it is when like something tries to go super dark, but they're just really bad at it and they just fail horribly. It's like, yeah, this is like, all of this should be the most like serious drama ever. Like, this should be so like, emotional and gut wrenching. And I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, oh hey, it's like okay, I should probably save this till like Lucky it's back, but it's like, oh hey, you're here. It's like, oh wow, it sure is dumb that you found a way to die again. Jeez, I'm just like, they're just like taunting her while they're like punch her out. It's like, should this be the scene where like Ruby just snaps at Neo and she's like, I'll just kill you, and just gets angry about all of this? Because it's like they're physically like attacking her. It's like, wouldn't that like kick in some fight or flight stuff? Just a heads up for the last few episodes of Sabers. At the 3-episode rate you're going, you only have 1 episode for the last week. However, I looked up the movie, and it's only the length of an episode, so you could do both and keep the 3 episodes. That's actually a really good idea. Yeah, thanks for saying that, man. Holy crap. Yeah, that'd actually be a fantastic way to end things out then. That'd be, like, perfect. Yeah, that works. Sorry, yeah, Soul says that the movie after the Savers series is the length of an episode. So at the rate we're going, we're gonna have, like, 1 episode for the finale, and we can just do the movie to, like, sort of, like, round things out a bit. And, yeah, that makes sense.
Also, is my voice coming in okay?
Yeah, it sounds like you're coming okay.
Okay, it's just, the Discord, like, your name lights up on Discord.
Yeah. Talk. Oh, I hate when it doesn't do that.
Yeah, mine isn't lighting up when I'm talking sometimes, so it's just... I was just worried about that. Okay, we're good.
Yeah. So yeah, Ruby just walks into a room and there's just illusions of all the people that she's like let down and accidentally killed in the past. And I'm just like, I'm kind of already losing it, because one of them is like Penny, who's a freaking robot. And it's like, here's the thing, it's like season 3 happens, it's like, oh yeah, there's a character who's like a robot. It's like, okay, she dies and she like gets ripped apart, but it's like, of course she's a robot, so the obvious thought is like, okay, well then probably rebuild her, right? Like, it's not off the table. But yeah, for a while it's like this big thing, and there's a bunch of like characters of Seba and stuff like that. And randomly they like go to a town and they like find her maker, because it turns out Penny is a Pinocchio knockoff. She is our Pinocchio reference.
Yeah, because her name's Penny. Okay.
Yeah. So they like just remake Penny, and she just has all her old memories or more of the crap, and she's just fine now, and she just comes back. And they go through this arc with this character who died, just for her to get to a point where somehow, through means that I don't fully understand, she somehow becomes a person. Like, she becomes a real girl, and then immediately the show kills her off again.
What the heck, man? That's messed up.
We made a robot real just so we could kill them for good. So it's like Ruby's staring this group of people and she's like, let die. And it's like, oh, it's like, yo, freaking like Pyrrha, who she had nothing to really do with, and like Penny, who also just kind of like died on her own, and then came back and died again. And there's like the what's his face, the lion headmaster guy. It's like a whole Wizard of Oz thing. He's meant to be like the lion, who was like straight up a traitor who got killed by like the bad guys. So it's like arguably Ruby's not even at fault for that one. Like, he was just a scumbag. And it's like you get the distinct impression that it's like they really want this to hit hard, but they don't have enough like trauma, so they have to like just bullshit it. And they all just start being like, oh, Ruby, you did so much wrong. You know, you're the reason why everything went bad. It's all because of you. As they're like taunting her, they're also just beating the living shit out of her. And it's like, I don't think this is the emotional effect you're going for. Because, like, all the, like, the emotional, like, taunting and stuff kind of, like, loses its impact when they're, like, physically punching you in the face. The Ruby having no connection to Pyrrha is so dumb because the original plan in 3 was for Ruby to fight Cinder first, then Pyrrha takes over. Yeah, that would have made more sense if it was like, Pyrrha swaps in Ruby's place and then she, like, doesn't pull it off, and that's like, yeah, that would make so much more sense. Instead, it's like, it just happens, and it's like, alright, I guess you weren't there or whatever. Yeah, so they all just beat the crap out of Ruby. It's like, the whole thing is like, oh, they beat her up, and then Ruby is like, I'm trying to remember the exact order of events, because it's like, there's a freaking Cheshire Cat. And Cheshire Cat is the bad guy.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah. Because this whole thing is apparently because of his curiosity or more the crap. He can, like, possess the body of someone whose heart is empty or something. So he just wanted Ruby to become depressed so he could, like, sneak up and, like, sneak into her body. And he, like, fails because of, like, reasons. I forget exactly why, but it doesn't work. Like, someone stops him. And Neo's just like, oh, hey, you can't do anything right, Ruby. You're such a useless failure, she says through her illusions, because she's, like, mute, even though she has illusions, so it's kind of like a useless, whatever, it's a whole thing. She, like, talks through her illusion, even though she herself cannot speak. It's like, she just gives her a freaking, like, teapot, like, little, like, cup of tea, because, you see, because it's Alice in Wonderland, this is their version of the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, because they bring back Roman Torchwick, and he is a hat, and he is now the Mad Hatter.
Alright.
It's like, Ruby's, like, going to drink the tea and just kill herself. And she just, she's just like, oh, should I though? And she's just laying on the ground all, like, weak and stuff because she has got her ass kicked. And everyone, like, specifically, you see everyone run into the room, like, burst through the door to, like, break into the mansion. They see Ruby and they immediately stop. And Ruby just sort of looks back at them with the little, like, little teacup, and she's like, hi guys, or whatever. And you see, like, all the other heroes, and they run forward again in what might be an animation mistake. And they, like, stop a second time and just don't do anything. They just stand there and they just, like, watch Ruby just drink the poison tea. And you, like, see reflected in Yang's eyes, she sort of, like, drinks it, but it's like, because of the way she's positioned. It's like, she's got like, one hand on the like little handle and one hand on the bomb, like trying to drink it kind of like classily, and she just takes her other hand off kind of like weakly and just chugs the rest. And because of how she's laying, she just looks like, it's just like, it looks so funny. It looks so weirdly condescending because it's like she's posing on him.
Okay, so that explains this meme image that got posted in another server. I'm in. I posted it in memes on ours.
Oh boy, I need to see this crap.
I don't know if you've ever seen the cartoon Smiling Friends, but
oh, that's great. I thought it was just going to be the shot of like Ruby just laying on her side with like just elbow to the floor, just like chugging the drink, like, yeah, come at me, bro. It's literally like a video game taunt or some crap. Like, that's the vibe of this.
Right.
It's like, oh no, Ruby's dead and she's gonna just reincarnate. Because that's the world we're in.
Yeah, so that's something I didn't know, is like there's like a reincarnation thing going on where they are, so it's like, okay, they're not committing to it.
Of course not. It's like, I have a theory, because I watched the next episode just out of curiosity, because I'm like, okay, like, what are they doing with this? Like, how soon until, like, they bring her back? Because I saw a comment that was something like less than 5 minutes later, her friends are, like, laughing it up.
Seriously?
And it turns out, kind of, because they go back to the village where John had the emotional breakdown with the paper people, and they're just, like, all sad and stuff. And it's like, there's just a bunch of weird little, like, crystal people, like little rock people that walk up. And, they're, like, fixing the village. And, John just starts smiling. And he's like, wait, you don't think it's like, yeah, see, John, the reincarnation was a good thing. They came back stronger than ever. They became better. And it's like, they're all like smiling. It's this warm little moment of like, oh, the paper people are like back now and they're better than ever. And they weren't gone after all. And it's like, didn't your best friend just like die? And they're like, there's a whole like thing where they have a whole implication where it's like, oh, Ruby probably won't even come back as the same person. She might just like literally be gone for good. And it's like, I don't know, this seems like kind of a weird time for this.
She'll eventually come back as the same person.
Yeah, they literally, like, they go into the freaking forest and they find, like, 2 statues. And one is of, like, the freaking smoking caterpillar because, God, I thought I mentioned this last time, where it's, like, a weird dream journey they go through, where it's, like, he tempts them all and Blake gets tempted to turn into a full cat.
Right. Because in this world, being able to transform into an animal is some horrible thing for some reason.
Yeah. Wasn't it? It's like, in the context of this season, it's like, oh, you can become a full cat. Isn't that great? You wouldn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, but from what I've been told, one of the characters' main conflicts and like why she's ostracized from society or whatever is because she can turn into a bird or something.
Yes, kind of. Because there's a whole
stupid.
There's a whole scene where it's like they learn that the reason why like Crow can turn into a bird is because Ozpin is like a wizard, like unironically. he ironically gave him the power to just do it at will whenever he wants for free with no downsides, and then Yang gets irrationally upset at him for no fucking reason.
Okay.
She's like, oh, you did what to my uncle? Ah, oh, you friggin' stupid. She's like all angry, and it's like, no, Yang, it's actually okay. And Osmond's like, they're trying to make him seem all like morally gray. And he's like, I did what I had to do. I did what I had to do to make him stronger. Oh man, Ruby's very dumb. How could you do this? So yeah, exactly. But yeah, they see the statue of fuck this show. Oh yeah. They see the statue of the smoking caterpillar and it just breaks open, and the exact same dude just crawls out and just flies away, because I guess he just has wings down. That's the only change or whatever. And it's like, oh yeah, see, you can come back as the exact same person after all. Maybe Ruby's just gonna come back as herself. Listen, Ruby died, and she came back as the exact same Agumon. There was no change. But yeah, she just... It's like, oh hey, we alright, we just have to wait for Ruby to come back. And the Cheshire Cat just shows up, and it's like, oh, for literally no reason, after Neo beats Ruby, it's like, I guess she got her revenge for Torchwick or whatever the crap is going on. So now Neo is just depressed, and she's given up on things. So the Cheshire Cat just possesses Neo out of nowhere, and now he is the illusion powers. It's apparently his whole deal is he's like, oh, I need to steal a human body so I can leave and go to the human world and just leave Wonderland for some reason. So he tries to escape, but he's like, oh, it turns out, I can't leave because, Neo has just given up on the real world completely, so, there's nothing connecting her to it. But, Ruby probably still has a connection to that place. So he's like, okay, I'm just going to, beat all of you and then rip open Ruby's statue before she can reincarnate and steal her body while she's still depressed. And that's, the big plan. Yeah, and meanwhile, there's, a whole thing where it's, Ruby's going through... Because I was hearing about the reincarnation thing, I'm like, oh, so Ruby's just gonna, literally come back then. She's literally going to just come back as herself and go through a spirit journey, and it'll just be the most tropey thing ever. And it turns out, yes, but also kind of no, maybe. Because she's going through a spirit journey, and they're like, oh yeah, you can just come back as, anything you want. Or you can come back as anyone you want. You have the right to choose, after all. And, you're, going through all the different, weapons, and it's like, yeah, these all represent different people that you could, come back as and be someone who's not you. So it seems like the direct implication from the opening and everything is that, Ruby is just going to reincarnate as Alex, so she'll just, the statue's just gonna break open and it'll just randomly be, a black woman, and they'll just be like, you're not Ruby. And then at some point Alex will then have to then reincarnate into Ruby and just race swap. Cause god damn it, Ruby. And it's I don't know if that's gonna happen for sure. I feel like it probably will. I feel like the internet's going to fucking lose it as soon as they realize that's what the deal is. And, cause, get what they're going for, but it's man, that could really feel wrong out of context. It's the point of all this, I know. Cause, a whole thing where it's Alex has a history with the cat, so it's oh, well, yeah, Alex is gonna come out of the statue, and she'll be oh, bad kitty or whatever, and she'll just, just be Cheshire and then like die or something and come back as Ruby, and she'll like force Ruby to come back to life whether she wants it or not.
Yeah, if people took Ruby's rant out of context, they're gonna have a field day with this.
Oh man, I'm secretly hoping that's gonna be the case. I really hope that's the route they go for, just for how dumb and hilarious it would be.
Oh, I'm excited.
Oh man, holy crap. Next episode's gonna be fire. So it sounds like Mad Men 2 years for a new season. It's basically filler. Yeah, pretty much. Well, I guess we took out Neo. Although, like, I don't know, is Neo really even that big of a deal? I don't even know if people care about Neo at this point. Oh man, this whole thing's probably gonna be like, oh, we got another one of the 4 relics that mean nothing, and now we're like 3/4 of the way through the journey or more of the crap, and it'll just be like a big like whatever. God, I think this would be like the 3rd one. I think, whatever, it don't matter. What the rocks you gonna do? Who cares? But yeah, that's like Ruby just didn't even die. She just drunk a Fantasia potion. Ruby drunk a Fantasia potion and decided to respec her character. God damn it. The only reason people count Ruby is for the not safe for work stuff. Honestly, unironically at this point.
I'd believe it.
If nothing else, like, at least they still have the butt rock, and they still have some pretty solid waifu designs. Although, I'm gonna be honest, like, I just glanced through the opening, and it's like there's just a section where they like look at the different like designs of the characters over time. It's like, oh yeah, see, Weiss used to look like this, and now we're in the future where she looks like this, and isn't it like symbolic? And it's like, not really. But it's like, in pretty much every case I'm just looking at, it's like, yeah, the original was better, huh?
Oh no.
Yeah, like, new freaking Blake just looks kind of, like, lame. Like, new Yang is just wearing, like, a jumpsuit, and it's like, I don't care about that. Like, new Ruby's skirt is as big, and she's, like, supposed to be all, like, oh, her outfit's, like, like, scratched and it's damaged and stuff and broken. And it's like, no, original Ruby looked good. I miss the old designs. Yeah, the new designs just kind of suck. They just kind of, like, don't do it. So Reddit for art is legit more active than the actual Reddit. Holy crap. That's amazing. But yeah, this will probably be its own upload because, jeez, man. Holy crap, this show. And yeah, I guess as soon as stuff just goes really dumb, I'll probably come back in to talk about it or whatever, because like, I don't know, man. I'm committed. I wanna see where this train wreck goes now. I'm curious. Oh god. So I don't know, anything else you want to say out there or whatever. Like,
I said my one spoiler, I don't know anything else.
Jeez, this RWBY. RWBY.